Greetings, my name is Rudimentary Rob. Welcome back to my Raft series. About to say Valheim there for a moment. Welcome back to my Raft series. Today we're going to pick up where we left off, so we're still anchored to the little island and we're still looking to improve our technology. So, strap yourself in, pop yourself your, I don't know, swim fins, snorkel, all that other good stuff. Maybe a nice colourful pair of board shorts while you're at it. And let's see just how well we get on this episode in making our life just a little bit easier. Now, I'm just going to have a minor in other news kind of moment here for anyone and everyone that's been commenting and subscribing and liking and doing all of that really good stuff that you've been doing a lot more of lately. All I can say is thank you very much. It makes all of this just feel that much more rewarding when you do that, so don't be shy. If you aren't already subscribed, hey look, if you want to hit a subscribe button now, that's up to you. I won't be offended if you don't. But if you do, it just makes, makes me feel a bit better about the whole exercise. And I already feel pretty good about the whole exercise. So, once again, thank you all. And I now return you to your regularly scheduled Raft episode. Now, you can see we've got ourselves a bed now. The bed's important because, touch wood, if we ever die, the bed becomes our respawn point instead of somewhere randomly out in the world. Which means if we're having some raft-related issues, we'll get back here a lot quicker than we otherwise would. Now, in other news, we are making good progress on making these clay bricks. Now, you have to make a wet clay block, and then you have to stick it somewhere for it to dry out. So just find somewhere that's not on the very edge of your raft, somewhere that the Mr. Sharky Nom Noms isn't going to come along and go, lunch. And you need to make quite a few. Because you need to have one, I think, to unlock the tech, but then you need a bunch more to actually make the smelter. So we're not there yet, but every step in the right direction is a good one. So stay tuned, we will get a smelter eventually. We just might have a little bit more of a wait. Alright, we're back here on the reef gathering. As you can see, there is still plenty of stuff out here. However, I have to be very conscious about where I am relative to the boat. For previously established reasons, the shark does patrol wherever the boat is. And he will see you a fair way off if you're in the water. So as you're gathering, as you're getting closer to being back near your boat again, you are gradually increasing the chances that Mr. Sharky Nom Noms might want to resume his efforts to have a nom nom on you. So you have been warned. Yeah, swimming on the reef when it's dark is bad. Swimming while you're thirsty or hungry is bad. Swimming too close to Mr. Sharky Nom Noms to the point where you attract his attention is also bad. Now, in keeping with my prior, experiences with the whole video thing, I do like to demonstrate the things that you probably shouldn't do. So there you go. There's your demonstration. Can't guarantee that I won't continue to demonstrate in future episodes, but for now, we'll just satisfy ourselves with that demonstration of what not to do. Now, small and very important update. The shark is not indestructible. Yes, they take an uncountable amount of stabs from the wooden spear to kill, but trust me, eventually, just from defending your raft, you will end up killing a shark. And you get two things from the shark. You will get a bunch of this shark meat, and you will get this very interesting looking shark head helmet, which sort of restricts your view a little bit, but it's kind of fun at the same time. Now, if this shark head helmet view is causing you small or significant amounts of PTSD, look, I'll apologise in advance now for it. Just leave me a comment, and whenever I resume recording episodes, I'll take the helmet off before I go any further. If you're not bothered by it, leave me a comment to tell me that as well. Alright, so now the shark has gone, we have a renewed purpose to pillage this reef. And I literally mean pillage this reef. Because the shark respawns, and comparatively it doesn't take very long to do so. But by the same token, it's definitely not immediate. So you will get a good head start on looting a fair amount of kit off the reef before the replacement shark shows up. So make sure you make good use of that. Now, my spidey senses, were starting to tingle when I started looking around. I thought, I think we must be getting very close to Mr. Sharky Nom Nom's respawning, and sure enough, there he was. So, our little loot spree has come to an end for now. what a sensible person would do is to consolidate and see what we can achieve with all of our newfound loot. Any prizes for guessing what we might be contemplating? All right, well, so far so good. We did our clay research and we've researched a nail, which apparently I'd forgotten to do earlier. And boom, there is our forge or our smelter recipe. We don't have enough clay bricks yet though, so we've still got a bit of work to do. Specifically, some more clay and some more sand. I don't know that we're going to get much more off this island while the shark is here. So you can see there, we need a total of 6 blocks, and we only really have 2 available at the moment. I think there's a couple still drying there. Actually, correction, we're going to end up with 5 blocks. But, yeah, we need 6. Ah, welcome to my world. More revenge. The shark has nommed on me, and now I have nommed back. Ah, the world somehow looks a bit different when you've done that. Or it could just be that you're wearing the head of the shark and that's why the world looks different. Either way, things look a bit better. Now, we're painfully aware that we do still have a shark in play. What I'm doing now is just rechecking the bit of the reef to see if I've missed any clay or sand. I was pretty thorough, but some of my dives were at night, and occasionally you do tend to miss this sort of thing at night. So I'm going back and having a quick double check just to see if there's any more reef or any that we've missed. And it looks like we were pretty thorough. We've picked this reef clean, or at least the bits of it that we can get to without the shark chewing a piece off our leg. So we need to come up with a new plan. Any thoughts on what that plan might involve? Any chance that you think it might be risky? Well, if you don't think it was risky, then I don't think you've been watching me long enough. Now, we are working on some fairly interesting but largely false assumptions. One of them is that somehow the 2 spears I have will be enough to kill this shark. In retrospect, I'm not entirely sure they would be. Because I can't count how many spears I went through before we killed our first shark. So somehow, if it was only 2, I feel like I probably would have been capable of counting to 2. So there's a bit of flawed logic right there. The next bit of flawed logic is somehow the amount of health I have is maybe not as important as it could be. Because I'm kind of down to half health and I still seem to be somewhat obsessed with luring this shark in close enough that I can stab him with my spear while simultaneously trying not to get bitten, but maybe not quite succeeding as well as I could. Yeah. Anyone sort of sensing where this is going and maybe just how soon that train is going to arrive? Stay tuned, you won't have to wait long. Okay, the somewhat louder groan, as well as the gradually flashing and fading screen, should have been my clue and my wake-up call to say, maybe I shouldn't keep doing this? Yeah, Mr. Sharky is a sneaky little so-and-so sometimes. Now, if you're playing in multiplayer, you will actually stay in this incapacitated state for a little bit, and your friend can come and resuscitate you. If you're playing single player, you have to respawn. Now, can anyone see or notice or realise that, well, we don't seem to have as much gear as we used to? Yeah. Everything in your inventory, if it's equipment that can take a durability hit, it will. So that spear went from more than half health to almost broken. And just about everything else disappeared. I remember we had close to 20 stone and we've got maybe half that. I think the maths is it takes half off everything. So half in quantity or half in durability. So we are now adrift. We have very limited supplies. We do still have a little bit left on our fishing rod, so food should be okay for a little while. Plus, I can always eat the radishes and the potatoes or beetroots. Sorry, they're beetroots, aren't they? I can eat the beetroots or the potatoes. I'm trying to save those to grow crops with, but if I get stuck, I can eat them. But what's the one super important piece of kit that we like to have when we're out at sea? Yeah, that's right, a hook. And, yeah, we don't have one. And we don't have the mats to make one because we used all of our timber. Welcome to hell in Raft. Let's see how we go recovering from this somewhat precarious position. Alright, well, I got a little bit lucky there. The shark seemed to be on the opposite side of the raft to me, so that gave us an opportunity to get a few supplies. And now we have a hook. But we're not quite out of the woods yet because we still don't have a spear. And periodically, Mr. Sharky Nom Noms gets hungry for raft, and yeah, we're going to start losing more pieces pretty soon. So, definitely a bit of a rush to get as many materials as we can. And I am trying to conserve the hook as much as I can. Because we're not going to be able to make another one for a little while. So, yeah, we're in economy mode. Alright, so we're slowly removing the teeth marks from the raft. And we're able to finally get ourselves a spear again. So we're in a much better position now to defend ourselves. But from where we go from here, we're still kind of stuck. We're not quite there with being able to get a smelter going. And the only place that we're going to get the materials we need to be able to make that 6th brick, and therefore make the smelter, is to get back to an island. So for now, I'm resigning myself to just drifting for a while to replenish my supplies of wood and palm fronds and, you know, rope and all that other good stuff. Until a better opportunity arrives for me to make landfall and get the remaining pieces I need for the smelter. I need one of those signs where I can say it's been X number of days since I did something, and then I could put it up that, hey, it's been 2 whole days since I drank salt water. Yay for me. Right, well, I'm contemplating a new piece of kit that I've not long unlocked, and it's basically a net that you can put on your boat that just auto collects whatever drifts, you know, past it. And it is a very handy thing to have, and in the long term, you're going to want to build quite a few of them across your raft so that you can be passively picking things up without needing to necessarily use your hook all the time. So we're going to start modest here. We're just going to pop that one there for now. Somewhere I can get to it easily and defend it if the shark goes after it, because there's a few more resources into those nets than there is for the normal deck. More particularly for just the sheer volume of rope required. So I'm not going to be in a hurry to want to replace that one if the shark eats it. So, with that little update and upgrade completed, it essentially brings us to the end of this episode. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to consider subscribing if you have not already done so. Until next time, my name is Rudimentary Rob. Thank you very much for watching and have yourself an absolutely fantastic day.